Afternoon, scalpers, true scalpers, welcome. It's the Mohawk Forex scalping team, and yeah, we're just doing a little bonus live stream. You know, just had the time to nip in here, wanted to do something, post the CPI news that has been the big main news of the day. As we can see on our chart here, our news on in the inflation, CPI, it was all good news. The jobless claims, on the other hand, was bad news, so we had a mixed result, and this was all kind of pre-market. So we'll break this down and we'll have a look how we traded this and how you know, this is now a kind of right on the US Open, so you've got a mixed bag of everything. And there's more news today because tomorrow obviously there's a holiday in the US, and that's why the jobless claims was put on today. Well, welcome everybody to the stream, and if anyone wants information on how to join our True Scalping team and get access to our axe trading system and join our VIP Discord group, then just look in the description below or go to our website www.mohawkforex.com, and all the information is on there, and we'd like to see more of you join the group as we continue to push against the trends and show you how you can true scalp on a small time frame. We do 3-minute time frame, sometimes 9, sometimes 15, but most of my stuff is on a 3-minute time frame. And we use our boutique axe trading system, which has been designed for the group to help us scalp in and out of the market, quick in and out, so we don't tend to hold, and we do multiple trades and obviously try and bag those pips for the day. And usually we end up doing kind of 90 minutes London session, 90 minutes in the New York session, analysis post Asian session as well. And that we're doing now. We're doing it's 4:30 in the afternoon here in London, so we're just doing a quick later afternoon session, just to see if the markets have settled down a little bit and see if we can pick a few trades out on gold and US30 in particular. Obviously, if anyone wants me to analyze anything else, then let me know. But gold, let's have a look at gold. Gold at the moment, there was a nice run up here, look, and I bet you this is the news. And look at this, look, how easy is this to predict? The news was, like I say, good for the CPI, which was kind of the bigger result. So this is the one I would have gone for, and as you can see here, this was an easy win if you'd entered by straight away on gold, and the grid system would have given you good profits all the way on all of these. 700, 1,000. I mean, there's 100, 200 pips there on gold. That was easy. So again, what we tend to do is go the way of the news with gold. Bit of edgy bets and gone either way, but it was a straight up. There was more good news than bad news, and that's kind of how I see it. But the jobless claims is continuation from last week and an average. So, like I say, the CPI year on year is more the one you want to focus on. Now, obviously, most people would go sell on gold because it was, you know, the opposite to the dollar. And as you can see here, look, see, this is the news that came out for the US30. So a complete reversal against kind of news, which is what we know happens. We know this happens time and time again, and then eventually US30 continues on up and goes the way of the news. So if you did put a buy in, your stop loss would have been below here anyway on our axe trading system, so you would have held out and got the win. But initially, I always tend to go now, you know, this is pre-market as well. I mean, it's right on the open. I consider that the same. If this had been an hour into New York session, I probably would have gone a buy straight away, as this did, and a sell for gold. But as it was, you know, bang on the open, I would have seen the result and gone, right, it's a sell for US30. It's all liquidity grabbing, stop loss hunting, whichever you want to call it, and I would have gone for the buy on gold. And you can see there, you could have held that all the way up to our breakout indicator green dotted line, or just go in and grab 100 pips in and out. And in fact, you can see here there's a cross above our RSI line and then our overbought line. So there's 2 entry points here if you missed the initial push on the news, and then it came back down into our neutral zone, and you could have got a cheeky little sell just here, look, you know, down to this the blue support line about 1852. This is the first time in quite a while that gold has actually stayed above 1800. So you could have entered in here, look, and again, it was easy. 100 points is all I look for. There's 290 on the table there. The idea is not to be greedy when you're trading on a 3-minute time frame. Silver, let's have a quick look at the silver chart as well. Always a good favorite of ours. And again, you look at silver, perfect, formed exactly the same way. You take either silver or gold when it comes to news events and trade them the same way. And obviously, like I say, the news overall was good. The bad news on the jobs, quite a bit of difference, but this is what we were focusing on, the CPI, inflation. And with that, I would have gone like gold, the way of the news, and there you go, look, you could have caught any of these pips, you could have got in. And again, 150 to 200 is kind of what I look for on silver. Here is your entry point. Now look at this fake out. This is what I mean. This is what scared people. You'd have put a buy in, you know, and you could have got the sell. Look at that. You see, you could have got the sell. Don't be scared, you know, of holding when these opens come out, because look, there was 700 points there up for grabs. So it's nice and easy. If you went the wrong way, you just still got a win on that trade. But like I say, what I like to do is, I know there's going to be drawdown. Totally fine with that. Got to accept that. As soon as you enter a trade, you're going to be in the red. This is what scares a lot of traders. Or I get messages all the time. Why is it as soon as I enter a trade, I'm in the red, am I losing money? It's your spreads, it's your commission, it's the broker, it's your drawdown. You've got to accept that and basically wait for things to come your way. You know, if you've done the right analysis, which we do on this system. The silver would have been a nice big win. I mean, this here was, you know, a massive, massive bullish run. Our dashboard at the same time would have given us that indication that it was a buy zone. We had our triangle indicator. So if you're into indicators, this was everything on here. But trading fundamentals, we know how the manipulation works now on the US30, and we would have gone for a sell initially on US30 and a buy on gold or silver. Then later on, we'd have switched it round. As you can see, you would have done. You've got the sell on US30. And then you'd have got the nice buy on US30 about an hour later. Go for 230. But it was right here. Look, I mean, this is just how good it is. Look at that. There you go. 230 an hour later, bang, double whammy. There's your manipulation, all this here. And gold, you entered. Again, I would have done maybe on gold. I mean, you'd have broke even by now. That might have been a loss if you'd got in on there, and that's totally fine. You know, you're going to take losses as well as wins. But usually I try and pick one particular thing. So with gold, you'd have waited for the signal for the sell, which would have been, you know, like I say, round about here, round about an hour ago. You don't really want to be taking a sell unless the RSI has crossed our average line. Give us an indication that momentum's changing. And of course we had divergence. Look, we had a divergence from here. We count 5 candles, 1 2 3 4 5, and here where you could have potentially got in on the sell. There is divergence. I always count 5 candles after I see it on the indicator. I'm not saying always enter on it. When you look at the price action, see it's got weaker. You're on Hakanashi, you've got the DOGEs forming, reverse hammer, and there you go. That's a perfect combination of the divergence, 5 candles on, and you're seeing RSI coming and crossing the average line. So here could have been your entry point, and you could have bagged yourself some pips between here and the next points of interest line. Could have been, again, I'd have been out at 100, 600. I never hold. I just, you know, 24, 30 trades that, you know, to a day, scalping like this, you stay on the right side of things. So there's nice wins on all silver. Buy. Cool. Right, we're just going to have Bloomberg on in the background as well, because we like to keep a track on what's going on in the news, and that's most important as well. Oh, and also we want to now see what we can try and scalp. Just broker. We're just taking a nice little cheeky buy on JP225 as well now on the Nikkei. $40, but that's enough, you know. It's got a nice little buy on this run up here. Look, spotted that before I came live. Again, beautiful entry point, nice price action. Got to get in. You've got to get in as soon as you see RSI hit that first level momentum here. You've got to get in and scalp that. Otherwise, you're not a scalper, and you're not reading the system and the charts, and you're not reading price action. So that was a nice little win we got there. And we'll just switch back to gold and see. Gold now, we're going to get a correction. Are we going to get a correction? We're trapped between a support and a resistance area here. RSI is under our average. So yeah, we might, if RSI decides to come through the neutral and out the other side, we might take a sell if there's enough gap. Get 100 points, and there is, look, 200 down to our points of interest. On the flip side, we could get a buy, and again we'll look for another 100. So gold looking good for a potential scalp. The RSI crosses this, then we're going to be in. 50 to 100. That's enough to get $50 to $100 per trade. Let's have a look. Says the upcoming news, and we've had everything basically. We've just had the oil, which I like to trade. We did the AIP yesterday. You got the bond auctions coming up in an hour and 20 or so, but really the news has played out for today. Oil. Let's just check this oil chart as well. Texas. Let's see if there was anything happening with that news. There was a better expected result. Probably didn't do much. Usually goes the opposite way. So you'd have entered on that candle here. There was your sell. You did go in for the buy. Again, you'd have had to take the drawdown. It bounced back on you. You'd have entered here, bottom of that candle. So you could have got points of interest 100. Again, I look for 100 on oil. Flat baseline equals resistance, and you see it did. It spiked down. You could have got 100 on the buy. You would have to have taken the drawdown, or you go the opposite way and you'd cleared again 100 on the sell buy. So depending on your psychology and your nerve, you know, like I say, a lot of the times with the EIA, the opposite way. The P, it's the same way. So again, I teach all this in the group, and this is something you've got to learn and practice it on demo. And you could have got yourself $100 bucks maybe for that trade. This is the thing, scalping like this. There's so many trades. There's more trades than you have the time to take. So you have to focus on which you want to particularly focus on, obviously. And today was the news, really, the CPI, and I just wanted to wait for the market to settle down. Say tomorrow is all British news, UK 100, Aussie as well. There's no American news as it's a national holiday. US30 is now in a range, and we identify the range for those who don't know. You know, look at the range, so you can see when we get the RSI going in and out across the average, really just flashing green, flashing red, not really making a move. We know we're best to leave the US30 alone for now. Like I say, it's done its news. You know, whether you saw this as bad news on the jobs or good news on the CPI. played out. There's a little bit of a W there. Look, tried to make a second leg kind of thing there. Really went for it here, and it's kind of, you know, it's in the heavy, was in heavy resistance zone, pulled back, and now really to get a trade on this. And again, we're looking for 50 to 100 points really to make it worth our while. There's 100 up to there, and there's kind of 100 to our trend line. We want to see the RSI pop out the neutral zone really. You know, less risky. I mean, it popped out green here. Look, if you'd taken the buy, you'd got a win there. Look, cheeky little win. The sell really didn't happen. You might have been aggressive and got in and you got a win. Me, I would have left that alone. I'm really looking for the RSI now to break. But on gold, again, just hasn't got that power. See the week of the candles at the moment. It's done a massive big bull run. We've had a little correction. Probably looking for ideally some kind of double top formation. Had the pullback. And now we're hoping for a little bit of back up to, you know, and this is what we want to be scalping, and then obviously get the correction back down our neutral support zone. Or this is ideally what we want to be trying to catch as well. Group.
And with some of our bikes, they may look very simple, but I think people should underestimate the time and effort that goes into designing the product.
So you know, this time of day, even on a 3-minute time frame, it's great because you've got plenty of time to set trades up, to watch. Here, look, it's just popping back in the neutral zone. Could just scalp in between here and here, but it's got to break that baseline. All a bit rangy, as you'd expect, kind of formation. Zoomed in on oil there. Let's say again, if oil touches are oversold, you could be in for a little sell. Again, you just want to be looking for 100 points. Get 113 with a spread, probably about 100. Pulled back from a high, $82 a barrel. Got some, this is now all support zone, this will change, that's the good thing about this grid system, will change, show you getting a support system. We can see there's like kind of, that was a second leg M, nice little retest, drops down, forms back up, our resistance dropped. Ideally, you know, again, you can scalp in on the sell, or you can wait for W to form back on oil. And you don't have to have a massive account to trade that. At the moment, you can see the RSI is well in bearish territory. You've had a couple of nice re-entry points on the sell and use, and really you want this to pull out and go above the average. Quick scalp, and then a better scalp once you come out of the neutral zone. As long as the price action will get the trend line break as well. There's a few little setups. Let's go back to gold. Yeah, it's really weak look. Again, if you're in a trade on this, you're going to be holding. Whichever way, there's a chance you'll get the sell or the buy. It just depends if you want to actually flash in and flash out.
He'd make sort of very pretty things, which are lovely, but for me, they don't really have any function. What I love about bicycles, you can start on a Monday with a box of tubes, you can be riding it by the weekend.
Oil, you see, could break here.
Outside of the frame and forks, the other most important part
See.
is the wheels and tyres. When you build the wheels, you have to lace them, so there's little holes going all the way around the rim. You poke the spoke through.
And 100 points, 10, basically, like $50. And I say you don't have to hold for that. I mean, you know, getting 10 pips per trade is perfect. 5 to 10 pips is always try and, you know, what I kind of aim for on a 3-minute time frame. 5 pips on currency pairs as well.
Just so the paint can have time to cure a little bit, and then we assemble it.
It's going to be nicely.
And it's a case of putting them together. Some bikes you can assemble in 3 hours, some will take 3 days.
Looking at 82.34. A little bit of spread on there. I'll get a rejection off. watch this, see. Pretty fine. Let's have a look at gold. Again, not really doing anything. We want this RSI to be popping. US30 spiking away. Again, look, there's a buy or a sell really on this. But again, look at the RSI tight inside our neutral zone. That's why we create this zone. You're not jumping in and out. Okay, just see. Here we go. Here we go. This will be nice. 30. Load this up. Again, there's no panic. You never have to panic on these. That's the good thing about it. And see a little bit of wick rejection. That's right. And just look for kind of 10 pips, 100 points, as I say. You know, I never really call out pips because every broker and everything's different. If I call out exact pips, people always get it wrong. It's points on trading view, as far as I'm concerned. It's up to you to work out what your spread is on your individual one. You know, I mean, you know, when I count from here, people ask me, you know, from there to here, look, that's 101 points. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean 101 pips. It depends on your own broker. Me, it's about that with the spread. 100, you know, it's 10 pips basically. 10 pips. But I like to call out points because people do get confused sometimes with it. So we'll just see if it's going to play ball again. And yeah, brilliant. There we go. Oil, yes, oil just hit our TP. Let me just check on there. Oil, what happened? Oil, I got a trade in there, and that was 40 and a 40, so £80. What's that? About $110. There you go. So that was our first scalp in this live session. 2 on oil. And again, I was using five lots on my broker, which is 0.5 on most people's other brokers, and that's an account size of about $2,000. Again, you don't need a crazy account to get 2 trades in and away. And you know, of course I get margin calls every now and then, but obviously I'm in and out before anything really happens. But I had no margin call on this, plenty of margin. But that was a nice easy one. Got in on that red candle, look beautiful. Could have held for more, but hey, I'm happy with that. Posting that. All my results are in the group. Nice little bonus trade, just because we looked at that oil result and just saw what was happening. And this is what the ACT system gives you. See, you could have, you know, for me, if you were just, say you're just trading oil, it's your thing, you want to try trade oil with this system, then obviously look, there's your first entry point, price action, below the trend line, RSI break, you know, your next entry point, re-entry, there look, next candle, bright red, re-entry, break, perfect. Then where we just got in just now, again, bang, that candle here, we're in. And these are 80% plus win rates when you get these. This is what most people are looking for, reversals in these RSI. You're shown by many gurus and experts, you know, when you're in overbought, oversold zones, which don't technically exist because there isn't really such a thing as overbought or oversold. We know things don't go in the same direction forever, so that's technically what you mean by overbought, oversold, but you know, it could go on forever. You know, so it's just telling us, well, this indicator it's overstretched, but I see them as continuation zones. Then I look for the reversal once the RSI comes back into our neutral zone or crosses our average line, the RSI. So these re-entry points are flash in, flash out, true scalping trades. You know, I'm not saying a stop loss because I'm watching them, you know, and if price did spike up, obviously I'd end the trade. But I'm confident that you're going to get a continuation for at least that 10 pips, magic kind of 5 to 10 pips, which is what we want. You decide whether you want to go 5 pips or 10 pips, again depending on your lot size and your account size, you know. As you can see, look, the TP was nicely hit, not a problem at all. Could have held, could have doubled my money, but also this could have bounced and gone against me. Like I say, because I'm seeing a double M, an M here, double top, I've seen a pullback here, so, you know, we should at some point get a little correction. And it could be just to back to our baseline here, minor resistance zone. Well, this could be something where you think, okay, look, I've had enough trades on this. You know, could have had 3 potential big winners there. We've just got a nice win here. Look, it's rejected off here. This is a support zone. Can go lower still. It's only a minor one. You've got a heavy support here, so we could be dipping down to 81. Who knows? This is the fun thing about it, but you don't get into the trade until you know, have that confluence.
What makes our boards unique are they are built right here in your
Watching Bloomberg in the background as well, and just keep an eye on everything. Got to keep checking everything, but it's all looking good so far.
between 40 and 60 hours start to finish. We wanted to build servers that were as hollow as they could be, but still be strong enough to work.
So yes, that was a nice win.
Too light and they don't surf well, but too heavy and they don't surf well. So there's a balance point there, and that's what we try to be. Taking the board off the rocker table once the top is gone. That is by far one of my favorite parts. It's just
There was a bonus trade.
a board and a hand plane. Everything else is out of your view. It's simple. It's pleasurable. It's quiet. You can be with your thoughts and you can just kind of be present.
Our goal we set up here, we said we'd do $200 an hour. We're already 120, so let's try and catch another trade. Here's a nice pullback, could be coming up. Let's have a look at gold. Gold still ranging, not really doing anything. Look, there's nothing really. This was the last entry point you could have got, possibly. You might have scalped in there, but really there's nothing really moving here. I really want to see it push up a little bit more. Kind of run out a bit of steam. Hey, look why, look at the daily volume, 111%. It's already, this is where things get overstretched, overbought or oversold to me, when they reach the maximum of their daily volume. So I'm always looking at our dashboard. Again, this is a boutique dashboard, you know, designed for the group. I know it's run its course, gold has basically. So there's a chance this could just range for quite a while now. US30, again, trapped in a range, nothing really there worth. Let's just have a look. Is it going to poke down a little bit? I'm going to get a trade on it. Never know. Dipping in and out, look. Going to make up its mind yet. Kind of had a rejection, so had a nice W pattern, nice second leg M kind of pattern. So I'm always looking at patterns. You can always zoom out, you know, see the bigger picture, even on a smaller time frame. All relevant. It's kind of been in a range for a while, you know. I know it's all-time highs, but overall you can see like this last day or so it's just been flicking in and out, but this is enough movement for us to make money from scalp. It'd be nice if we get a trend line break, a proper candle break. We've got 27 seconds left on this candle here. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom out, watch the price action. And between this break and here, look, and I mean, that's all I want. All I want is that, look. That's a nice little trade. Below, you know, it could go either way at the moment, but let's wait for this next candle to form. I'm happy with that. Happy with that nice win on oil. It's great. It shows you how you can dip in and out. Something when you see it. RSI can just get to that 45, 46. That'd be enough to take some profit on a sell here. Okay, I'm never greedy this time of day. Never usually trade around this time of day. Wanted to come on here and show people that it can be done. Things are a little bit slower, a little bit more unpredictable, but follow the rules, follow the system. You can still get some gains in. Like I say, my goal was to try and get $200 in an hour. So we've already got 80 pounds. This, listening to Bloomberg. They were $108 up. We need another £80 really. Kind of hit our target, and we've been scalping. We'll go live in about 30 minutes, so can be done this time. But things are a little bit rangy. I say night, it's afternoon for you guys in America. 5 PM. Very dark in London. Very dark. Let's see, look at this range. Look, you know, not really worth. It's worth it if you get a breakdown here, but it's just very rangy. 7 seconds. Back on gold again. Disappointed with gold. That, I'm not saying, but I mean that could well be as good as the top goes. Just a rejection off that trend line. It hasn't got the power to break a trend line. Comes out this neutral zone, might be a cheeky sell. Look again, we just want to look at that 120, so that's perfect. Oh, it's down. Could be. We'll get ready. We'll get ready for the fingers on the trigger for gold. Might think, hey, he's crazy, but we just want these little moves. That's all we're going for. Multiple entries, small moves. Oil, like I say, look, again, dropping down a little bit more. Could get a re-entry point if you want on the sell here. Tempted, RSI. Coming, is going to touch back down again. Just don't know. 26, 25. Then we'll look for 110. That. Gold. Yeah, gold's looking good. Okay.
The country he comes from, being gay is still a social taboo. The CEO of a Beijing-based internet company is on a mission to improve the lives of millions of gay men and
We'll set 100 points. Out. So back to, well, yeah, nicely, and end my 2 trades on oil there. Yeah, we got 25 and 20, another £50, another £50 there on oil. On that sell, again, re-entry point, as you see, went bright red. Told you, just flashing out. I set my target for £35, but I ended up getting out at 25 just because I saw that rejection off that line. But again, another nice win on oil. Again, purely thanks to the RSI scanner. Again, is in there. mean, it's just so easy. As soon as it's bright red, I'm in, and I've measured the gap. I know there's 10 pips in that gap from here. Look, about 120 with a spread, 100. I got out about 80. It's fine. You know, there's no law in saying I have to hold for a certain amount. I must have a 2-to-1 risk to reward, 3-to-1, 7-to-1. People who make those rules up, they're the rules that catch you out. If you if you're swing trading, fair enough. If you're scalping, the idea is to get in and out with some green multiple times, stealth mode. Get in at the, to me it's like getting off the train at the next station. This is how I see the grid system. These are all stations. Here's our train coming along. I'm getting off at each station nice and safely, then getting back on and getting off again. And that's how I kind of see the scalping, rather than on a low time frame holding for one big trade. I mean, look at that, it broke. It's hit our trend line again. Does it matter? No, because I've just got 4 wins, 4 trades in the space of 30 minutes. You know, I'm edging our way to our level already. It was another 50. 2 trades. Just posted that on my this one was 40 and 40, so 80. So we're £130. So we're $175 already in less than an hour, and that's just on oil, which I didn't expect to trade. I just shows you. Go back and have a look where we are on. Oh, we've got a win on gold. There we go. Yeah, gold. I got in on that. There you go. Look, told you. As soon as the RSI came out the zone, I entered here. Bang. And that was enough. There you go, look. We measured that. That spiked 119, 131. Oh, did I go for 100 points? I did. Wow. 76 and 77. So that's £150, which is... Oh, my conversion rate. Sorry, guys. 150... ish, so that's about $200 there. So we've done it. We've done it with $300 in 45 minutes scalping. And again, I will just print that into the so you can see my results. Go. That was a nice sell on gold. Again, why did I take it? Because I'm seeing the pattern, following the RSI, following the points of interest, following the market structure. That was a nice 100 points sell on gold. So we smashed our target. Came on here live. We've been scalping for not about 45 minutes and we're already nearly double what we said, so well happy with that. Let's just have a look on US30. We could have got a trade on US30. Okay, it's gone green now, so there could be a buy on here. To see. just closed out. You see me there. I just got a cheeky little buy on gold actually. I just got a little pushback. Entered in, got some red. So I got some green, and I'm going to do the same on US30 because it's ranging around a little bit. I got two buys on US30 there on that, and I got 11 and 14, £28, about $35, and then I got just 10 with 10. I got $20 on 2 more gold. So again, just to show you how easy it can be if you focus. And again, with these kind of scalps, I don't hold or set any levels because you're playing in a range. And you know it's going to come back and reverse on you and stuff and everything. So get some green, get in, get out. That's how I do it. So 4 more.
This is JOGE. He's a Japanese Australian singer, and he's also very popular.
Great. Again, just following on the individual candles and price action. When you zoom in on it with true scalping, that's how you do it. I just saw a little push up on there, just got in. Now it should break. We might get an even better sell now on.
So Rich and JOGE are both signed to 88 Rising.
See price action break this line here. Look, zoom in. See it's gone as I kind of mapped it out, which is brilliant. Again, look at that, 100, beautiful, and that's worth £75 to me. That's $100. So just that little move. That's proper scalping.
But they're already putting up major label numbers.
I think that we have an unprecedented collective of talent, a group of like predominantly Asian artists, you know, really like making waves globally, which
look,
from an independent point of view as well.
so again, I wanted to do a quick 1 hour stream, like I say, just to show potential what you can do. System.
But quickly, Sean became interested in life beyond dance music.
I knew that after launching a whole content platform.
Watch that. I want to see if we're going to get a sell on US30. See if we're going to get a break. Again, look, just range. You see how it was green, got in on the green, it's come back grey. That's why you don't hold these trades in and out. Get $5, $10, doesn't matter. It's what you finish on at the end of the day that matters, not these looking for these big zones initially. If you've got the price action, you've got the movement on the RSI, then you can do it. When you're trading like this, like here, you've got a pattern, you've got momentum, you've got, look, you got a dashboard telling you you've got some kind of entry point to follow. But with this, it's a pure danger range. But I love this because you can just get in and out on one particular candle. Just going to add up. See, the idea of this was to do $200 in an hour. So obviously, you know, posted it. What we actually got all together. 14. So I'm calling out. Work it out. This includes the oil trades as well. So it's 320, 5.
Before 88 Rising officially launched, Sean caught a
So 430.
Twitter friendship with a funny
That's a good target hit.
Indonesia named Brian.
And like I said, we're just going to watch and see US30 and gold play out as well.
Seriously, that's
See if this is going to get a little break. We've got 48 seconds left on this candle here. See if that just drops down. RSI wants to be about this level here. Wants to be back down to 34 zone ideally. It's bounced, rejected off the trend line, nice, which is good. And again, US30 might bounce up off here, but also could break down and wick out again. So I want to be set at level zone here. That would be my potential to be if I'm going to take a sell on this. See the action. Again, if I see the RSI,
Brian signed with 88 Rising.
that's what I'm looking for on that.
Sorry for calling you Rich Shiga on my phone, Rich. He gets
And the group
he gets like super pissed off that he's saved in my phone.
follow.
He's like, dude, am I not a human?
And then gold as well.
How you doing?
Out.
How was it?
So, Brian could definitely rap, but some viewers understandably took offense at a Chinese kid satirizing rap cliches and calling himself rich shit. But if a group of well-known rappers saw the video and genuinely liked it,
Little
they could at least
down, yeah, we've got a
Brian as a legit hip
bearish indicator, neutral zone.
Plus, it could be really funny.
Again, these kind of trades were like, with this one, if I get something, I'll just take it, whatever's on the table. I'm not doing any kind of risk, you know, when we're pulling out this, I hate this tool thing, leads to disaster. A lot of people, you know, I mean, if you're saying a stop loss, this is where it would be anyway. We're going to risk 40 pips, and to our breakout zone, I'm going to risk 40 for 30, you know, 0.75. That's fine. This is what you get scalping. You know, you're not going to get these big risk to reward ratios like you do on bigger time frames. That's why I don't use it, because one, it puts people off, and two, you know, the idea of scalping is to be in and out, not to hold and to do multiple trades. But this, if you were, you know, say you were going out for the day or whatever, you wanted to set a trade running, here's a sensible stop loss level just above the breakout zone, and here's a sensible TP level the other side of the breakout zone, because this is the range our indicator has identified that US30 needs to properly break like it did here, you know, and then pull back into. Now it's been ranging inside it. It's going to make its decision up which way we're going to get a buy or a sell. So if you wanted to go for a sell, I'd be setting the level if I'm walking away and I want to do a hold for 30 pips, 300 points. Me, I only look for 100, but that's what you could do if you want to trade that way. I've always got my stop loss in mind, always set above or below the next points of interest or the breakout line.
He's a former YouTube personality in the middle of a career transition.
The sound of this song we'll hear, it's like a trap song that you have to slow down to. Awkward prompt shit, you know what I mean? I used to do crazy episodic internet videos. It was going well, and one day it was me and a few friends just in a room. We were casually chilling, and then someone played the song, and it was brand new at the time. I happened to have a lot of costumes laying around, so I told the other guys, I was like, get a new costume, let's do dance to it, who cares? We were like, okay, let's just go crazy at the top. So that
All right, US30 is now pushing down. Let's see if we
next morning,
get in and get out on this. Again, we're not looking to go too crazy, and we're in and out. Yes, that was a good one. So that was a quick 18 and 13, which is 20, 32, about 45. So on the sell on that, look at it, hit the TP as I mapped out perfectly. That. Another nice, just shows you how you can scalp in a range.
I was friends with a couple other artists who were affiliated with 88, and then I also started to realize that 88 is the bridge between Western and Asian entertainment.
They're going to be our final trades on US30.
JOLTS just released the In Tongues EP, his first
18,
as a serious artist.
18.
JOLTS In Tongues record came out a couple weeks ago. It's #2 on Billboard on the R&B charts, which is crazy for, you know, independent release, and he's like a brand new artist.
And the success is more impressive. He went from creating something like this to creating
Wait.
something like this, the newest music video for his song Demons.
Let's just see. And gold. Yes, gold has done us. Brilliant. There we go. Gold has hit as well. Look at that. Perfect. Right, and then again, second is going to be a secondary re-entry. And again, there it is. Just had to wait. Got in on that candle there. And look at that spike. You zoom, look, 149 points. We only needed 100. Perfect, so we're all done. Group as well. And I suppose. It's 100. Again, 2 trades, that's the way I do it. I'm with 2 trades. In and out, I set 100 points on those ones there. And that was 68 and 68, so I was another 2. So that in the group again. And that is it. That is it. We've been, I wanted to come live about 1:15. We were a little bit late getting sorted, so we're at about 55 minutes. The results. There's a nice little extra bonus stream I just wanted to do. So you can do this at different times day in the session. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 positions we opened. That's 7 trades because I do 2 positions each one.
That keeps coming back for the next thing. Its next move. But more than likely,
Go and just
it won't be covered on network television or terrestrial radio. Although, as they've already proven, nowadays.
Through scalping, it's all about not messing around, but being sensible. I mean, all this is based on, as you can see, market structure, price action, not just indicators alone. RSI really helps us. But we've already identified what positions we were looking to take. We can see we were already looking to take sells on gold. Yeah, I got a little cheeky buyback just because I nipped in for a few dollars, but it really was just about catching this second leg I wanted to play out. Did. And same as on US30, it was a case of just the range, but seeing as it had kind of topped out, it was against the heavy resistance. I thought we might get a push down, and we did. Look here, look, it's still in a range really. Again, you know, some people might go back in for a buy, scalp it to the blue zone and back out again, but for me, I just wanted to prove the point that you can just deal with a range on this time frame with this system if that's what you want to do. And of course oil as well, so have a quick look at oil. Oil dipped down again. Still waiting for that pullback at some point, but like I said here, look, we're only on minor support level. So again, you could have nipped back in here for another sell on oil. There was one there. In fact, there was an extra one here. It came back out, and you could have gone in again. You could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades on oil. Downside. All based on that earlier news. Well, because again, you can follow this. Nice, easy. Again, if US30 breaks this points of interest line, then obviously we're coming down to our breakout zone, which is what I said earlier. If you would set in a trade you were going to hold, that would be your take profit, and the green would be your stop loss trade as well. So you can always set that running. For me, getting ready to get into that here.
Online retailer Farfetch is betting it can shape the future. This is its concept store, showcasing the latest
Run 14
tech.
trades.
How do you capture
Take
that fantastic information that you gather in store when customers touch your product? And we created a concept called the connected rail. And this is using a combination of RFID and ultrasound. The RFID signal recognizes the product, and the ultrasound recognizes the movement. Take the product off, and then you'll start to see products here. And essentially, it's like online browsing media. Whichever product you touch and pick up in the store is automatically sent to your app. This is effectively what you've created is your in-store. In the middle, you'll see essentially a hologram of the product. What the customer sees, they control the experience on.
Brilliant stuff. Right. So that's it. Yeah, there you go. 14 trades in an hour. All green. Like I say, we've got 3 times our target. And, you know, and this is, like I say, it's 5:20. So the end of the London session, you know, kicking off the last bit of the US, last few hours of the US session. Trading things like oil, which again I didn't come on here to plan to trade oil, but we did that thanks to the news and just seeing the setups. We traded a range on the US30 and got some wins, and obviously we got some nice sells on the price action movement off gold as well. Could have done the same with silver, GU, GJ, whichever kind of thing you like. And obviously by joining the group, I will curtail your needs to whichever you particularly want. If you want to do this with Bitcoin, if you want to do it with DOGE, if you want to do it with stock shares, I can just teach you how to use this system in exactly the same way as I do for what I like trading, which is you know, DAX, US30, NAS, gold, silver, and obviously oil as well. So you know, 4 or 5 things is all you need to concentrate on. You know, starting out with maybe only 2 or 3, really focus and watch the price action and the market, and obviously take note of all the fundamentals. The biggest thing that leads us, you know, on the Mohawk team is the fundamentals lead our way. Our TA then based on the fundamentals. That's how we kind of trade. Keep safe. Keep safe. So yeah, it's time for some dinner now. We've had a good session there. 14 trades an hour, all winners. That's how you do it. If you want more information on how to join the group, like I say, go to the website www.mohawkforex.com, or look in the notes below, the YouTube, and yeah, forward to seeing you on the next live stream. Until then, everybody, thank you for joining and take care.